If you've watched shows like Billions or The Big Short, you've heard terms like long and short. And you're probably wondering to yourself, well, what does that mean? So in this video, I'm going to help explain what's the difference between a long and a short so that next time you hear that, you'll know exactly what they're talking about. So let's talk about a long first, because obviously that's the easiest. So another word for a long is a buy. Let's use a little bit of an example to explain exactly what a long is so that you can understand it. So let's say you're currently looking at Amazon stock and you think it's going to go up. So at the moment, let's say it's at $100 and you think, I think Amazon is going to perform better than this. So I want to buy the stock because obviously if I buy it at 100 and it goes higher, I'm going to make some money. So this idea of buying the Amazon stock, another way of thinking of it is you are longing the stock. So that's when you hear in the movies where they say long the stock, what they're saying is buy the stock because I believe that it's going to go up. So I want to make money. Let's give you an example, both a positive scenario and a negative scenario. So let's say you buy Amazon stock, or what we call long Amazon stock, at $100. Now let's say in a week later you check back on your position and it's now at $140. So now you're like, right, I want to sell, I want to make some money. So once you sell, you've now made a profit of $40 per share of Amazon, because I said one Amazon stock is equal to $100. But now when you sell it, one Amazon stock is equal to $140. So just for simplicity, we're just going to buy one stock, okay? So in this case, because now you've sold the stock, what you've realized is a $40 profit. But just like everything, sometimes you think something's going to go up when in fact it goes down. So let's say you check up in a week and now your Amazon stock is at $80 and you like, okay, this is enough. I need to sell this. I need to save my money. So now you sell it at $80. So now what you've realized is you've realized a $20 loss because you bought it at 100, but now you've sold it at 80. So think of it another way. Say you buy sneakers from a friend for $100 and then you go and you sell it for 80. You've realized a $20 loss. Now next up, which is obviously the hardest one, is the short. And the way you can think of a short is you are selling. And the easiest way to think of it is S for short, S for sell. What exactly is short selling? So short selling is basically where you believe that a stock is going to go down. So you want to borrow from the brokerage so that you can make some money. Now, the reason why I say you're borrowing from your broker or your brokerage is because if you want to short sell something, you actually don't have it. Let's use Amazon again. So let's say you think Amazon is going to go down. So what you do is you give a call to your broker and you say, listen, I think Amazon stock is going to go down. Can I please borrow one Amazon stock from you and I'll return it to you at a later date? Because remember, when we borrow things, we have to give them back. Usually, I'm not talking about you people who borrow things and never return them.
He means they're thieving bastards.
In this case, you have to return it. So the moment the broker gives you the stock, you automatically sell it on what we call the open market, which is basically the current market price. So they basically will give you the stock, here we go, and you automatically sell it on the open market. So let's use our same example. Let's say you short sell. So currently the Amazon stock is at $100. So what you've done is you've just borrowed the stock and now you've just sold it straight at $100. Now remember what I said is eventually you need to pay back the broker. Your aim here with short selling is you want to be able to buy the stock at a lower price than what you sold it at so that you can make some money. Because as I said, you said that you think Amazon's going to go down. So because you think Amazon's going to go down, you've said to your broker, okay, give me this stock. I'm going to give it back to you later. You sell it at 100 and then let's say a week later, now it is down to $20. This is great for you, right? Because when you sold it, you collected $100. Now you need to buy back that stock to give back to the broker. But now the stock is only $20. So now you only have to pay $20 to get that stock. You give it back to your broker, and the difference, which is $80, 100 minus 20 is $80. That's how much you make from this particular trade. Again, just like with everything, things can go wrong, right? You might think, oh, Amazon's going to go down, but what happens if it goes up? So back to our example where we said to our broker, please can I borrow this stock? I'll give it back to you later. You sold it at $100 on the open market straight away. Now, let's say in a week, the price goes to $140. And now you need to return the stock back to your broker. Well, when you sold it on the open market, when you borrowed it, you sold it for $100. So you had $100. Now, what's happening is for you to now buy back that stock, it's $140. So now you've got to use the 100 that you got from first selling, and you've got to go into your pocket and you've got to take another $40 to make it $140 to buy back the stock so that you can give back to the broker. So if you realize in that instance, what's happened is you've made a loss of $40 because you sold the stock at 100, but you had to buy it back at 140. So you've realized a $40 loss. Obviously what I'm doing here is for simplicity, we're only talking about one stock. Now, if you've got 100 stocks, then you would be saying 100 times that 40, and that would be your loss. That's the difference between a long position and a short position. A long position, just to summarize again, a long position, you're actually buying the stock yourself and it's yours, and you're waiting for it to go up or down for you to sell. And then short selling is when you actually don't have the stock and you are borrowing it, but you have to give it back. So you can't be like those other people who don't want to give it back. You have to give it back. And then that's when you either realize a profit or a loss. That's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you guys truly understood what a long versus a short position is. And I'm going to be doing more finance related topics going forward. So looking forward to it, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.